He rose from a blue-collar background to become one of the top stars of his day.
And if you drop dead, you're almost sure not to tell, ain't that so?
Handsome and charming, his good looks won him fame all over the world, while top performances gained him the respect of his peers.
You talk too much, but you're a cute little trick at that. Why haven't you been around before?
In fact, fans actually demanded he be cast in the most coveted role in movie history, despite his own reluctance to take the part.
Stop it. You hear me, Scarlett? Stop it. No more of that talk.
He is the undisputed king of Hollywood. He is the one and only Clark Gable. He was born William Clark Gable on February 1st, 1901 in Cadiz, Ohio. Dreaming of a career as an actor, his good looks quickly propelled him from his blue-collar employment to Hollywood. Throughout the 20s, Gable appeared in silent films, but did not make much of an impression. He finally began building a name for himself by appearing on Broadway at the end of the decade. Actor Lionel Barrymore encouraged Gable to return to Hollywood and do a new screen test. After making his talkie debut in the western The Painted Desert.
All right, hold it up. Here it is. I did everything. Wagons, mine and all. And I'd do it again if you or any other man come between me and what I want.
Clark signed a contract with MGM and stayed with the studio until 1954. Gable's early parts were usually tough guys and hoodlums, such as his villainous role in the racy 1931 film Night Nurse.
You're speaking right out, ain't you?
Yeah, and I'll make it even plainer. In your case, I'm talking about murder.
You're not the doctor on this case. You better get out yourself. Now listen, this is a matter of life and death. I'd run along if I was you. Oh, I can't be bothered with you.
Lousy! Oh! Oh!
But it wasn't long before he was promoted to leading man status. Helldivers cast him alongside Wallace Beery for an adventurous tale of rival Air Force pilots.
That was on the level. Sure it was. I came down here to knock your block off. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Fight. Don't you care?
Oh, I do. But I know what sailors are. A sweetheart in every port.
Say, there isn't another girl in the world for me but you. Tiger, I'm glad to find out exactly what a dirty, double-crossing windbag you are. I suppose a squirt like you could run my outfit with kid gloves. Ah, they'd have to fumigate it so a white man could move in.
The 1932 picture Red Dust had Gable at his virile best.
Well, for the love of mud.
Come on, let's have it. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
Don't rush me, brother.
Gable, Harlow, two of filmdom's all-time great stars in one of its outstanding motion pictures.
Hey, what's the idea?
What?
You know we drink that water?
Stop! See, can't a girl take a bath in privacy without... Oh, good morning.
Red Dust, storm-lashed story of passions at fever heat in the steaming Malay jungle. Gable, Harlow, Raymond, Astor in Red Dust.
Dancing Lady teamed Clark with frequent romantic interest Joan Crawford.
Oh, get out of here. I told you to beat it, didn't I? Mr. Gallagher. Well, let's show him tomorrow night and on my dough. Gallagher, quiet, please.
The two were rumored to be carrying on an affair off-screen as well.
I'm not going to tear up your place.
This backstage tale also featured Ted Healy and the Three Stooges, as well as marking Fred Astaire's film debut. Gable was cast as a gangster in Manhattan melodrama, but now his leading man appeal was making him likable in these types of roles. This film later gained historical significance because it was playing in the theater where real-life criminal John Dillinger was killed by FBI agents.
I'm going to clean out every rotten spot I can find in this city. And Blackie, I don't want to find you in one of them.
And if you do?
What do you think?
You're going to give me everything I got coming to me. You're going to nail me every time I step on a line and sock me to the limit.
You said it.
And cockeyed as it all sounds, I'll be proud of you.
I wouldn't say anything to Jim about what we've been talking. You know, he wouldn't understand. And anyway, it's just between us, huh?
All right, I won't, Blackie. But, Blackie, Tell me, what are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know. I'll find something.
Gable was now king of MGM, but his requests for more money angered studio executives. As punishment, they loaned him to Columbia to make the 1934 Frank Capra film, It Happened One Night. Clark plays a fired newspaper reporter who encounters spoiled heiress Claudette Colbert on a bus.
You're on a budget from now on.
Now, just a minute.
Get out.
Since she is supposed to have been kidnapped, he stays close to get the big scoop.
You mind if I try?
You? Don't make me laugh.
Oh, you're such a smart Alex. Nobody knows anything but you. I'll stop a car, and I won't use my thumb.
What are you going to do?
The system on my own.
Of course, they fall in love, but only after hilarious situations ensue. It Happened One Night swept the Academy Awards, winning all the major Oscars, including a Best Actor statue for Clark Gable. MGM finally agreed to his pay raise requests, realizing just how much he was worth to them. Gable bared his chest for the exciting film adaptation of Mutiny on the Bounty. Clark played Fletcher Christian, the handsome sailor who instigates a rebellion against the intolerable Captain Bligh, brilliantly portrayed by Charles Laughton. Gable originally did not want to do the film, partly because he had to shave off his famous mustache. But the picture was a major hit, and Clark received an Oscar nomination for Best Actor.
Murdering butcher. I've had enough of this bloodship. He's the master of life and death with a quarterdeck above the angels. Ahoy! Clear! I'm sick of blood. Bloody backs, bloody faces. Why are you giving your last command on this ship? We'll be men to get up we hang for it.
Casting me adrift 3,500 miles from a port of call. You're sending me to my doom, eh? Well, you're wrong, Christian. I'll take this boat as she floats to England if I must. I'll live to see you, all of you, hanging from the highest yard arm in the British fleet.
Mutiny's ocean setting was combined with Red Dust's romantic plotline for the new picture, China Seas. This time, Rosalind Russell and Jean Harlow are fighting for Ship Officer Clark's affections.
Get out of here.
Oh, I got a mighty good reason for being here.
You've always got a good reason for anything you do. In fact, I don't know anybody that can think up any more remarkable reasons than you can on short notice.
Listen to me, I took an awful chance coming here. I might have got heaved overboard.
Well, don't run any more risk by staying.
Clark next found love with Jeanette MacDonald in the turn-of-the-century classic, San Francisco. With Spencer Tracy as a friendly priest, the film detailed saloon owner Gable's attempts to win over his newest singer, the beautiful MacDonald.
Here's the answer you can take to your boss, Jack Burley. She's not going out there. I've stood for this psalm-singing blather of yours for years and never squawked. But you can't bring it in here. This is my joint. She's not going out there.
Varied trials and tribulations keep these two apart until the violent Frisco earthquake finally reunites them.
Who do you think this is?
Simpson.
No. Try again.
Wife versus secretary once again had Gable caught in a love triangle.
Thank you for a lovely evening.
Thank you.
Good night.
Not good. Just there.
The actor played a millionaire publisher whose devotion to trusted secretary Jean Harlow causes friction at home. Myrna Loy was Clark's jealous wife, with James Stewart on hand as Jean's fiancé.
You're the top?
The only best, always.
You know, someday they're going to put us both in a wheelchair. And then when my lumbago isn't bothering me, honey, you look out.
Oh, I'm sorry, V.S. I thought you were married.
How are you, Whitey? Been behaving yourself?
Why, certainly.
Cross your heart? Have you been true to me?
Well, why?
Whitey, you're good at this.
Thanks, V.S.
Like he and Joan Crawford, Gable and Harlow had terrific on-screen chemistry. Unfortunately, the 1937 comedy Saratoga would be their last pairing. Jean died tragically during filming, and remaining scenes were shot using a stand-in. Gable was back the next year with Spencer Tracy in the action-packed Test Pilot. Victor Fleming directed the film, which co-starred Myrna Loy as Gable's love interest.
Yeah, I'd have never thought of that. If I don't see you again, it'll be too soon. And if I never see that ugly bap of yours again, it'll be too soon.
How'd you like to get that junk over the fence before I stick a bull on you?
Say, I'm just in the mood for a bull, sister. You go get him. I'm liable to pick him up and throw him right back in your lap.
Darling, I'd love to take that high ride with you. I've never asked you before. Can I be a bomb? I'll be twice as quiet.
You know what you'd be with that dress on up there?
What would I be?
A little icicle.
With you?
The sky looks sweet and wears a pretty blue dress, doesn't she? Yeah. Well, don't kid yourself. She lives up there. She invites you up there, and when she gets you up there, she knocks you down.
Too Hot to Handle re-teamed the two, but this time Loy is the pilot, an Amelia Earhart type who enlists the aid of newsreel photographer Gable in finding her lost brother. Walter Pidgeon played Clark's rival in news gathering and romance.
Clark Gable, newsreel ace, on the lookout for bombing shots in shell-torn China.
Outside of a guy with a very bad chauffeur, but I'm Alma Harding.
Yes, I've heard of you, Miss Harding. I'm Chris Hunter.
Okay, Chris. From here on, I'll never be able to thank you.
Yeah, well, I'll do that for you, darling. The first chance I get.
Give me a story, Miss Harding. I'll treat you right. Come on, beat it. You may be a phony, but you got all the marks.
Listen, Alma, let me explain, will you, please?
Okay, Bill. You did it the hard way. You may have knocked me out of the air for a while, but you put me back on my own 2 feet again.
Down?
Not yet.
Producer David Selznick planned to bring Margaret Mitchell's Civil War novel Gone with the Wind to the screen as the biggest movie ever made. No expense was spared as the mammoth production got underway. Every actress in Hollywood yearned for the role of the tempestuous Scarlett O'Hara, a part that would eventually go to Vivian Leigh. But fans wanted only one man to play the suave and handsome Rhett Butler.
You're a fool, Rhett Butler. When you know I shall always love another man.
Stop it. You hear me, Scarlett? Stop it. No more of that talk.
Baby. I'm not cornered. And you'll never corner me, Rhett Butler, or frighten me. You've lived in dirt so long you can't understand anything else. And you're jealous of something you can't understand. Good night.
It's not that easy, Scarlett. You turned me out while you chased Ashley Wilkes, while you dreamed of Ashley Wilkes. This is one night you're not turning me out.
A love affair filled with all the fire and fury of the times in which it happened.
The epic film was an enormous hit, making an astonishing $32 million in its first run. Gable's Oscar-nominated performance remains one of his best, right down to the famous line,
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Gable's professional success was fully complemented with his storybook romance and eventual marriage to popular actress Carole Lombard. Calling each other Ma and Pa, these two soulmates began building a new life in 1939, becoming the center of the Hollywood elite. On movie screens, though, Gable was paired with Norma Shearer for Idiot's Delight.
The world you live in isn't the world of facts and figures. It's a world of dreams. Maybe that's what I like about you, Irene. You're so beautifully phony.
And maybe you're wrong, my darling. Maybe we two cheap people with our cheap lives. Maybe we're the only ones in this crazy world who are real.
The highlight of this film was Clark's song and dance act to Puttin' on the Ritz, one of the few times he actually sang in a movie.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where Harlem sits? Puttin' on the Ritz.
1940 was a busy year for Gable as he headlined 3 different pictures for MGM. Boomtown cast him alongside Spencer Tracy, Claudette Colbert, and Hedy Lamarr in an adventurous search for oil.
Shorty, do you mind backing up and letting me by?
Yeah, I do mind. Suppose you back up and don't call me Shorty. Shorty or Sonny, what difference does it make?
Oh, you're liable to get all money if you don't put it in reverse.
Lamarr also starred with Clark in Comrade X, a remake of Ninotchka, which featured Hedy as the icy Russian who defrosts under Gable's charm.
You are the first American I've ever met with a soul. It has a strange effect on me.
Strange Cargo teamed the actor with old friend Joan Crawford for an allegorical tale of redemption.
You got class, kid. Or is it because I haven't seen any women lately? Try that again. Because if you do, I'll break a couple of your bones. If you've got any.
America soon entered World War II, and celebrities often did their part by selling war bonds. While on one of these cross-country tours, Carole Lombard died tragically in a plane crash. Gable was devastated. Against the wishes of even the President of the United States, he enlisted in the Army Air Corps. Clark served 2 years, and after the war was over, he returned to MGM to star in Adventure.
There ain't a dame on earth I can't forget in 6 months.
Gable took another 2 years off before headlining The Hucksters in 1947.
Oh, honey, you're what was missing. You're what I missed.
Me too. I missed you. I missed you so much.
This scathing look at the world of advertising co-starred Deborah Carr and Sidney Greenstreet and was a hit for the studio. When MGM wanted to remake Red Dust as Mogambo, they replaced Jean Harlow with Ava Gardner and Mary Astor with Grace Kelly. But there was no one who could adequately take over for Clark Gable.
You can be nice and sweet when you want to, can't you?
How do you know? Maybe you spoke too soon.
I warn you. I'm looking. I'm searching. I really am.
I'll look with you for a little while.
What would give her the right to say things like that?
She saw us that day when we walked up on the porch.
Oh. You must forget that it ever happened. It was just, well, it was nothing.
You want me to forget it?
Same year, Gable proved he still had leading man potential, even at the age of 57. He starred opposite America's sweetheart Doris Day in the romantic comedy Teacher's Pet.
Teacher's Pet.
This is a big city newspaper office, throbbing with the excitement and drama of headlines in the making. Now, who could fit into this picture better than Clark Gable, the hard-boiled, hard-driving city editor?
What is this? Doesn't anyone do any work around this joint anymore?
Now, can you possibly picture this rough and tough character going to night school? Why, sure you can, if Doris Day is the teacher.
Mr. Gallagher.
The gayest romantic comedy of the year, Teacher's Pet. And how?
You keep doing that and you get killed someday.
But what a pleasant way to die.
In 1961, Clark appeared opposite Marilyn Monroe, Montgomery Clift, and Eli Wallach in John Huston's intense drama, The Misfits. Written by Monroe's former husband, Arthur Miller, the picture was plagued by problems and held up by Marilyn's erratic behavior. Gable complained that she was going to give him a heart attack, and these words proved to be prophetic.
You're a real beautiful woman. It's almost kind of an honor sitting next to you. You just shine in my eyes. That's my true feeling, Rosalind. What makes you so sad?
I think you're the saddest girl I ever met.
The first man ever said that. I'm usually told how happy I am.
That's because you make a man feel happy.
Soon after filming completed, he actually did suffer a heart attack and died on November 16, 1960. At Gable's funeral, the Hollywood community mourned the loss of one of its favorite stars. A few months later, Gable's widow, Kay Spreckles, gave birth to John Clark, the son the star had always hoped for. Since then, no actor has reached the incredible popularity that Clark Gable did during his amazing career.
Why did you do that?
Because I did. That's why.
As the epitome of charm and masculinity, he gave his all to his craft, proving to audiences that he did, in fact, give a damn. And moviegoers responded in kind, making him the unmatched king of the movies. Hollywood will always remember Clark Gable.